I was furious, saying she had no right to kick him out, and told her that since she thought she had the power to kick my cat out, I want her out of my house by the end of the month. I think this is the first time that we could safely say, yeah, you are the asshole. I've been warned about this thread, so I think we all know that that's a good sign. It is, am I the arsehole? I know that you're already acquainted with it, I wasn't. Does that make me the arsehole? Let's not find out together. Let's laugh at other people. I'm sick of being introspective.
A better you starts today.
Well, naturally, we ask you all the time, show us the biggest cesspools of Reddit that you can find, more the merrier, and we have been recommended over and over again. Am I the arsehole? And one of the comments, I think, summed it up best, where they said something along the lines of, am I the arsehole is where narcissists go to paint a rosy picture of themselves and they still look like a bag of shit. Let's see if that's correct. I'm assuming it is. It sounds dead on, because the first one is, am I the arsehole for yelling at my girlfriend to stop fucking? Actually, all right, I take back everything that I just said then. The man wants some peace and quiet in his own house. Oh, hang on, I was just reading out the URL. It cut out a very crucial word here. Stop fucking eating. Well, that just makes it automatically far less interesting. Nonetheless, let's hope the next one's good. You're just gonna have to power through this one. Don't skip ahead. My sister runs a bakery business and she's been struggling lately to keep up with orders because she's been short-staffed. She's not eating her staff, is she? She does a lot of orders for wedding cakes that require custard or marmalade fillings, and I offered to help her out by making these fillings at home and bringing them to her so she had less work to do. Oh, how could you possibly be the arsehole? You, the only source we have? Unfortunately, the past 4 times I've made these fillings, my girlfriend has literally dipped her fingers in the filling jars. Okay, that is a fat person's move, isn't it?
I'm sorry, I can't help myself.
Today I was trying to finish some chocolate custard sent over to my sister really fast because she was running late at a wedding cake order for an important client. I told my girlfriend beforehand to not eat the custard, and if she really wanted to, please use a spoon. Well, as they say, time is relative. Small request now, big ask in the Middle Ages. Didn't say if she was a time traveler or not. See, this is the problem with relying on one source, kids. Get out of the shower. What do I say? She has fingers in it again. Oh, twist of the century. I totally lost it because this is the 5th time she's blatantly disregarded what I said. And I yelled at her and I told her to stop fucking eating the food I'm making because it's not for her and she's contaminating it. Now, I am seeing why this is a struggling business. It is, there are some clues here if you look closely enough. Could you imagine if Gordon Ramsay saw this woman? It'd be a flurry of swear words followed by a heart attack. She started crying and got mad at me for fat shaming. See, always, don't you think anyone that uses some word then shaming afterwards, it is just, I have a license to be a cunt because it's 2023. Dude, you're giving your clients salmonella. You should be shamed. If this rendition of events is correct, and I'm almost certain it's not. Let's move on to another one that is definitely not the case. Would I be the arsehole if I asked my pregnant wife to move out because she and her best friend decided to test my loyalty? Well, no, but that is a conundrum, buddy, because if you do, then you have failed the test that they have set up for you. What is a man to do? For example, she wanted to eat chicken sandwiches for dinner last week. Jesus, did you marry a child bride? What is she, 6 years old? Who wants a chicken?
I want chicken sandwiches.
Well, I made her chicken sandwiches, so she eats all the sandwiches, leaves me nothing, told me they tasted like shit. I wasn't pissed because she left me nothing. I didn't know you could do that. I thought it was like an Isaac Newton law. It was physically impossible not to say after someone makes you a meal, no matter how bad it is.
That was so good. Thanks, Mum.
If she didn't like them, why did she have to eat everything? Oh my God, so much whining. Shut up. No, continue. Yesterday, a random girl starts flirting with me after the gym and asked if I wanted to come over and meet up with her for some drinks. I rejected her and told her that I was married. Wow, what a noble asshole you are. And when I got home, my wife started to hug me and apologize. When I asked her what happened, she told me that her best friend suggested the test of my loyalty. Holy fuck, what a psycho. Look,
Your sandwiches taste like shit.
That is just normal. That's what happens when women are pregnant. You just have to deal with that for 6 months. That's part of the cycle. But that. She's not just a pregnant woman, she is a pregnant psycho. I'm done with her antics. Would I be the asshole if I asked her to move out? Well, I don't have an answer to that, but I do have a question. Why did you want to have a kid with her? She sounds awful. What, did you think she was going to be the human being equivalent of the American Office and just grow into it? Well, good luck with the rest of your life, buddy. I'm sure that you don't need it. I'm sure that there aren't fish currently on a frying pan looking at the fire, but too immobilized to move because they're thinking that is a real damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Am I the asshole for kicking out my girlfriend? God, this is just a giant thread for people who haven't figured out another way of absolving guilt. Look, Reddit, I know that you're extremely snarky and down on Christianity, but they got something on you. It's called the confession booth. And you can't go into a church, otherwise you'll melt from the holiness. So, I have a cat named Raven who's 3 years old. I can already tell you're an asshole. Raven. From That's So Raven! Fuck off. My girlfriend of 2 years moved in with me a few weeks ago, and it was clear she didn't like my cat. So you chose the cat over the girlfriend. Fuck yeah. At least you know where your priorities lie. Good on you. I didn't think it was going to be a big deal until one day I come home and he was just gone. He's not an outdoor cat, and he never goes outside. He was gone for hours and I was worried sick until my buddy came to my house, returned him and said he found him 2 blocks from my house. I asked my girlfriend how my cat, who has never tried to go out before, ended up that far from my house, and she admitted to kicking him out. I was furious, saying she had no right to kick him out, and told her that since she thought she had the power to kick my cat out, I want her out of my house by the end of the month. I think this is the first time that we can safely say, yeah, you are the asshole. I mean, either that or we have the priorities completely wrong and Peter does. That is a definite equivalency. The cat that can just easily live off of birds, and then saying to the girlfriend, all right, you think it's fine to live off pigeons? You do it then. She cried, she said she had nowhere to go. Oh, bitch. And she said she'd have to live on the streets. I said I didn't care. Fuck, come on, like just bam. My friends think I'm being too harsh. No, really. And you thought anonymous psychos on Reddit would be a more sympathetic ear. Dude, you're a just deal, it's fine. The fact that you are a cunt is totally fine. It takes many to make the world go around. You really should ring up Guinness Book of Records and ask, hey, what's the biggest vagina on record? My cat could have died because of her, and I don't want to try anything else. Well, that is a valid point. I've changed my mind. I think you're the greatest man to have ever lived. Move over the current holder of that title, Peter Overton.
This just in, I've spent my entire life sitting at this desk. I'm not sure if my legs work.
Jordan Shanks.
Am I the asshole for telling my extended family how many men roughly? I do like that roughly is emphasized. Well done. My sister has slept with after she outed my youngest brother as a virgin. No, I'm calling it now. That's just a mad catty daytime TV. Oh, nailed you, birdie. We had a family dinner this evening. During the dinner, my eldest sister and youngest brother got into a mild disagreement. My sister seemed, at least to me, to be coming across as very aggressive. Out of frustration and losing said argument, the two of them were too absorbed in the argument to realize that the rest of us were getting a bit fed up. Eventually, my sister got really fed up and said, shut up, I'm not even going to argue with a 22-year-old virgin. This is awesome. This is just like one of those Channel 10 dramas that's on Thursday at about 8:30 that no one really watches, but you flick over and you hear this constantly. But Mom! My brother hadn't done any personal attacks up until that point. Ah yes, the cardinal sin of Reddit.
Oh, ad hominem. Only I'm allowed to do ad hominem. Everyone else that does it, I'm going to say ad hominem.
Completely unprovoked. Think if I'd have been the alcohol as my sister's a mean drunk. Ugh. We all know that joke. Anyway, I immediately told my sister to grow up and she was making an embarrassment of herself. She replied by saying, everyone knows he's a virgin, and she didn't say anything wrong. Hey, move over to the Guinness Book of Records. We got ourselves a new cunt. Said from the guy that just did an entire video laughing at incels. Check it out now. This annoyed me as my bro definitely has confidence issues. Yeah, bros before hoes. Best example ever of this. So I responded by saying how she slept with well over 100 men while she was in college. Jesus, she's going for her own little Guinness Book of Records, isn't she? And since everyone in my family knows this, it's not a big deal, right? Turns out our husband didn't know this. And I am sure
that he was not the 101st Dalmatian.
He left the party angrily, saying my sister misled him about her past. Honey, come back. It was only 97. 97! My family is blaming me for their marital problems. I refuse to accept I did anything wrong. My sister bullied my brother in front of everyone. All I did was give her a taste of her own medicine. Yeah, fair enough. Look, again, I'm just saying, it's just like, you know, you and Leighton Hewitt have one thing in common. Grand slams. Harsh but fair, you know? You causing a divorce is harsh but fair. Hey, I think that's a good way to stop this particular one, because I'm starting to get a bit grossed out by Abba the Arsehole. I'm sick of looking at the anus for now. I will be doing more of these in the future, but if you have more of these really disgusting Reddit sinkholes for me to just get grossed out by, please put them in the bottom and we will look at them at some point. I guarantee you not that, because there are usually quite a few comments on these ones. Nonetheless, thank you so much for tuning into this one. Hey, have you subscribed yet? Because I've noticed that a lot of you don't, and that's very naughty, so make sure that you do that. Make sure that you like the video. Come see my live shows. They're here, and I will see you probably in a couple of days. I obsessively upload to this channel, and that's why you should subscribe, because all of them are highly edited, as long-time viewers would know. I promise. I'm not being an asshole by lying right now. See ya.